Rome had never faced an enemy like this. Not a barbarian raid, not a rebellion. An army, emerging from the mountains. War elephants, foreign cavalry, a general who had sworn, as a child, to hate Rome forever. In 218 BC, the unthinkable happened. An enemy crossed the Alps, and Rome realized, too late, that the war was no longer in distant lands. It was at her doorstep. His name was Hannibal, and he came closer than anyone ever would to destroying Rome itself. Hannibal was born into war. His father, Hannibal Barca, had fought Rome in the First Punic War, a brutal struggle that ended in Carthage's defeat. Rome seized Sicily, demanded heavy payments, humiliated Carthage. According to ancient sources, when Hannibal was just a boy, his father brought him to a temple and made him swear eternal hostility toward Rome. Whether the exact moment happened as described, one thing is certain. Hannibal grew up preparing for one war, against Rome. What many don't realize is that Hannibal did not start the war in Italy. He began in Spain. For nearly 2 decades, Carthage quietly rebuilt its strength there, mining silver to fund armies, training troops, expanding influence. Rome watched nervously. Then in 219 BC, Hannibal attacked Saguntum, a city allied to Rome. That was the spark. The Second Punic War had begun. Instead of defending Carthage, Hannibal did something extraordinary. He decided to invade Italy itself. But Rome controlled the seas, so he chose the impossible route. He marched north from Spain, crossed the Pyrenees, then moved toward the Alps. He began with roughly 90,000 infantry, 12,000 cavalry, and 37 elephants. The Alpine crossing nearly destroyed him. Snow, rock slides, hostile mountain tribes. Some historians believe Hannibal may have used vinegar and fire to crack massive rocks blocking his path, a detail debated but recorded in ancient texts. By the time he descended into Italy, he had perhaps only 20,000 infantry and 6,000 cavalry left. But what he had gained was far greater: shock. Rome had never imagined an army could cross those mountains. Rome responded quickly and aggressively. At the river Trebia, Hannibal lured Roman forces into icy water at dawn. What many people don't know is that he had hidden thousands of troops overnight in tall riverbank reeds. When the Romans advanced, the hidden force attacked from behind. It was a slaughter. Then came Lake Trasimene. Hannibal executed one of the largest ambushes in ancient history. Using morning fog and high ground, he trapped an entire Roman army between hills and water. Nearly 15,000 Romans were killed in a single day. One Roman consul died in the chaos. For the first time in generations, Rome felt fear. Then came 216 BC, Cannae. Rome assembled one of the largest armies it had ever fielded, perhaps 80,000 men. They intended to crush Hannibal once and for all. Instead, Hannibal delivered one of the greatest tactical victories in military history. He deliberately placed his weakest troops in the center. As the Romans pushed forward, the Carthaginian center slowly bent inward, like a bow. Meanwhile, his cavalry destroyed Rome's horsemen on the flanks. Then they turned inward. The Romans were surrounded. Completely. What many don't realize is that the killing lasted for hours, possibly most of the day, in suffocating, crushing conditions. An estimated 50,000, 70,000 Roman soldiers died. It was one of the deadliest single days in ancient warfare. Rome had lost more men in a day than some entire wars. And yet, Rome did not surrender. Why didn't he take Rome? This is the great question. After Cannae, many southern Italian cities defected to Hannibal. But he lacked siege equipment. He lacked reinforcements from Carthage. And Rome adopted a new strategy. Under Fabius Maximus, they avoided direct battle, shadowing Hannibal, cutting supplies, refusing to engage. This Fabian strategy frustrated Roman citizens, but it worked. Meanwhile, a young Roman general was rising, Scipio. He took the war to Spain. Then, in a bold move, he invaded North Africa itself. Hannibal was recalled home after nearly 15 years in Italy. He had never been defeated on Italian soil, but now he faced Rome's new champion. In 202 BC, at the Battle of Zama, Hannibal faced Scipio Africanus. For the first time, Hannibal faced a Roman commander who understood his tactics. Scipio prepared lanes within his formations to let Hannibal's elephants pass harmlessly through. Carthage's cavalry was outmatched, and Hannibal was defeated. Not destroyed, but defeated. Carthage was forced into harsh surrender terms. Rome had survived. Hannibal did not die on the battlefield. He served briefly as a political leader in Carthage, attempting reforms. But Rome demanded his surrender, so he fled. For years, he lived in exile, advising foreign kings against Rome. Finally, cornered and unwilling to be captured, Hannibal took poison. A final act of defiance. He is said to have declared, "Let us relieve the Romans from the anxiety they have so long experienced."